earth permanent magnets, as imports from China surged a staggering 660% in June. According to customs data, 353 metric tons were shipped to the U.S., following Beijing's partial easing of export restrictions under a newly inked trade framework with Washington. Rare earth magnets vital to industries like electric vehicles, wind turbines, and medical imaging remain overwhelmingly dominated by China, which controls over 90% of global production and refining. The recent spike in exports comes after April's export licensing requirements, widely viewed as retaliation for U.S. tariffs. The renewed flow of magnets is expected to ease supply constraints that disrupted sectors from European auto parts to Tesla's humanoid robotics. Still, analysts caution that creating alternative supply chains could take years due to China's technical edge in rare earth processing. In response, U.S. firms like Apple and MP Materials are investing heavily in recycling, including a $500 million domestic facility aimed at strengthening magnet supply resilience. Now we're joined by Joshua Barnes. He's an anchor and correspondent at NewsX World. Joshua, what more can you tell us about this rare earth topic?
Well, yes, Asuma, as you've already detailed, of course, a big jump in the amount of rare earth minerals being imported and exported following an easing of tensions between the US and China. This was a big point of contention in those trade talks, with rare earth minerals vital to technology and other key sectors. China is such a huge producer, up to 90% of all rare earth minerals coming from China, so this was a key sticking point, and during that trade war and trade relations, it was a point that needed to be resolved. It now has, and positive communications between the US and China do continue towards a potential trade deal, but this one clear issue seemingly resolved with a resumption of rare earth mineral exports.
Thank you very much, Joshua, for sharing that insight. Now we move on to our next news. At least 18 people are dead and 9 others missing after days of relentless rain triggered deadly flash floods and landslides across South Korea. The southern country of Sancheong was the worst hit, accounting for more than half the fatalities. According to the Interior Ministry, over 14,000 people have been forced to evacuate as heavy rains destroyed homes, farmland, and livestock across 15 regions. Footage shows entire villages engulfed in mud, cars swept away, and rescue crews digging through debris in Gapyeong. A camping trip turned deadly when a man was swept away, his wife and son still missing. Authorities say some areas received over 30 inches of rain in just a few days. The military is now assisting with cleanup as the nation braces for more unstable weather. Well, that's all we have time for. We will continue to bring more news updates from around the world.